Welcome to the Sunday Update. Nath Gardner with you. Anti-lockdown protests in Australia's capital cities has seen hundreds of arrests made. 10 police officers in Melbourne were injured and 235 people arrested. Police in Sydney apprehended 20 potential protesters, while crowds also rallied in Perth and Brisbane to protest against vaccines, masks and future lockdowns. The Victorian government will detail the state's roadmap out of lockdown soon. It's believed extended travel limits in Melbourne, outdoor dining and face-to-face school classes are set to return next month, while AMA President Dr Omar Khorshid says the plan must consider the impact on the state's hospital system, especially healthcare workers.
Staff are demoralised, they are overworked. Some of them, of course, are getting sick, and we need to be aware of that as we plan this opening up.
Overseas, police have outnumbered protesters at a rally outside the US Capitol. Around 200 demonstrators turned out in support of those jailed for storming the building back in January. The building had been fenced off and 100 National Guards and troops were on standby. The UN is urging the Taliban to allow girls to return to the classroom in Afghanistan. Secondary schools have reopened for boys, but there is no indication of when girls can attend classes. And some Australians are going meat-free this week to raise funds for research into bowel cancer. Studies show consuming red and processed meat increases the risk of developing the disease. To sport, in the NRL, Penrith has beaten Parramatta 8-6 to set up a prelim final berth against Melbourne. Panthers coach Ivan Cleary looking forward to taking on the Storm next weekend.
Melbourne have been the toughest team for 15 years since I've been coaching, consistently hard to beat up there. It's an extremely big challenge and we'll have to find our best, that's for sure.
In AFL, Melbourne small forward Charlie Spargo has injured his ankle in a scratch match ahead of the grand final against the Bulldogs next Saturday, but the club expects him to be available, while D's coach Simon Goodwin says the practice game was important to keep match fit.
We want to get some match loads into the players similar to what we did previous weeks before that, and we'll do some training, we'll do some match simulation type drills and some real high intensity contest work, and that's how we know we best prepare for the game.
And in cricket, 19-year-old fast bowler Stella Campbell has taken 3 wickets in Australia's 36-run win over India in a warm-up match in Brisbane. To entertainment news now, the Emmy Awards will return to the stage after last year's virtual event. Monday's ceremony is tipped to see The Crown, Ted Lasso, Bridgerton and even superhero series The Boys take home awards. And in its third weekend, Marvel and Disney's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is set to remain number one with its total earnings nearing $180 million. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.